there's a few things massively wrong here. Hi guys, my name's Amelia. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be trying out the new, just landed, just dropped Missguided Beauty collection. So excited about this collection. Missguided have never done a collection like this before. They've never done all these beauty products before. This actually launched yesterday on Tuesday, and I was on the website straight away and picked up everything, a lot of stuff. This collection is also great because the shade range across everything is really good. I think the foundation has 25 shades, which is great. I think the concealer had 10 shades, and everything also is vegan and cruelty free, which obviously is amazing. And the price point is so affordable. The average price for a product is around £9, which is great, £9–10. Yeah, I'm really excited to try this all out. I'm going to be doing a full face with all of this makeup, and I will let you know what I think. So I've already prepped my skin. I've moisturised with my normal moisturiser, and I've used my normal eye cream, and I'm gonna now try the foundation. So this is what the foundation looks like, and it's this actually really cute little bottle. I really like the way this looks, and it's called Meet Your Match. And this foundation is really affordable. It was £12. It was really difficult to know what shade to get online though, and now looking at this, I think this might be a little bit dark for me, but I obviously didn't want to spend £12 on 5 different foundations, so this one will do. And I picked up shade 12. I'm just going to put this on how I usually would, by putting a little bit on my finger and then dotting it on my face. Yeah, you can see that would definitely be too dark if I didn't have fake tan on, but with the tan, I think it's okay. It feels really thin. It's called a demi-matte foundation, and on the website it says it's lightweight liquid foundation with buildable medium coverage, formulated with diamond powder for a health. Ooh, fancy. Diamonds on my face, you know. As you do. Diamond powder for a healthy looking demi-matte finish with a hint of radiance. Just applying this with my sponge like I usually would. It definitely is lightweight. I can't feel it on my skin at all. I would definitely agree that this is a medium coverage. It's going on really nice though. I actually really like this. The only thing I would say is that it says it's demi-matte, so it's like a sort of satin, whereas I would say this is way more dewy. It's way more glowy than a demi-matte, I personally think. I am just going to put on another coat of this because it does say that it's buildable. Another coat? What am I, like painting a wall? Another layer. I think with the second coat it still doesn't make it sort of a full coverage because I can still see a lot of these marks on my cheek. But yeah, it doesn't feel like there's anything on my face at all, which is really nice. I think this will be really nice when the weather starts to get warmer. Okay, so that is foundation on, and I have to say I really like that. So I also picked up the Meet Your Match concealer, and I picked this up in a shade M6, and this is £8. This is what this looks like. Now I do think this shade might be a little bit light, and this comes in 10 different shades, so that's quite a big shade range. Wow, this is very light. This is too light, but hopefully when I use the contour stick and blend this out, it should all come together. This is also very lightweight. It's not heavy, it doesn't feel thick at all. I would say that this is a very light coverage. This is actually reminding me a little bit of the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in terms of the coverage. I'm just going to put a tiny bit more on just to see if it does build at all. I also got the Freckle Pen to try, and I am so excited to try that, honestly. I think that's the thing I'm most excited about. So actually, you can build this up a bit now that I've put the second layer on. I think it is a bit more of a medium coverage. I think it was quite light before. It blends in really nice. It sits really nicely on top of the foundation. It's not creasing. I do really like this. Next up we have the Meet Your Match Contour Stick. So this is £9 and there are again 10 shades. I picked up the shade M6, which is this colour. So I do think that this might be a little bit too pale for contour with this foundation colour, but obviously we're going to try it anyway. So just feeling this, it does feel quite hard. I don't know how to describe it. Like if I tap it like that, nothing's coming off onto my finger. So I'm going to just put some of this on my hand to warm it up a little bit. That is really not very dark at all. I'm just going to pick up this angled faced brush and just put a little bit on there and then apply it to my cheeks. That's not working now. Let me try a bit more because yeah, that's not really doing a whole lot. I'm gonna try apply it with the stick now that I've heated it up. This really is dragging my face. Like when you pull it, it's really pulling the skin. It's not really very smooth. I personally, with a cream contour, I like it to be a bit smoother. Let's just try and blend this shade in and see. So I'm just pressing this into my face and it's sort of just disappearing. Again, I think that is because of the shade. I'll just apply some to the other cheek as well. I'm just going to try and blend this in. What I would say is it is blending in easily, like very easily. It's just the initial application. I wouldn't put it on with the stick, but that seems like the only way to get the colour payoff. Okay, so far, concealer, thumbs up, foundation, thumbs up, contour stick, not really for me. I found it a bit hard to apply. So next up is the Matte Trick Mattifying Powder, and I am really excited about this. It was £10 and it just comes in one shade, so I'll just show you. And this does come with a mirror in it, which is quite nice. I like this sort of plastic square, like it feels really sleek, it feels really like sturdy and heavy, like it's not gonna break. I don't particularly like this white sticker. To me it just feels a bit cheap, and the black sort of circle, I don't know, I don't really like that. It says online, set your makeup with Matte Trick Radiant Mattifying Powder. The ultra velvet translucent powder leaves skin with an airbrushed finish. Use Matte Trick to set foundation or for quick touch-ups during the day. So I'm going to use this to set my concealer and to set my foundation. It definitely is mattifying. I'd be very interested to see how this looks with flash photography. I'll take a picture after this with flash on and I'll write somewhere whether or not there was a flashback. It says that this is translucent. It doesn't seem that translucent to me. I do think it is leaving quite a white cast. It's a really, really fine powder. It is really, really light and really smooth. I'm just gonna go in with a fluffy brush and just dab some over the rest of my face. This shiny old forehead will be the test. So it is mattifying and it has mattified my face, but I feel like I do still have a bit of a sheen. I don't know if you can see that, but I really like that. I guess for someone that actually wants a really matte face, this probably isn't for you. This is good. I'll wait to give my approval or not by the end of the video. If my face is still matte by the end, then it's approved. So up next is Instant Vacay Bronzer. So this is a bronzing duo and it was £10 and it comes in either shade light or shade dark. I personally got shade light because shade dark did look a bit too dark for me. This is what this looks like. And then I'll just show you with it open. So as you can see, this light shade really isn't a bronzing shade to me, it's just sort of a powder shade. And to say it only comes in this shade and then the dark shade, I think they could have done more with the shade range there, but you never know, they might be bringing more out. So I'm just dabbing it into the whole bronzer, and then I'm just gonna set that contour. I don't know, I feel like this is kind of dark for light, if that makes sense. I think this is a nice bronzer though. This bronzer is quite buildable as well, which is nice. It's going on actually really smooth. This actually feels like it's creamier than that contour stick. So I think that bronzer is really nice. I think it went on nicely, it's really smooth, and to be honest, £10 really isn't bad. I think I wouldn't be running back to get it again, but it is definitely nice if you want to try some of the range out. Now it is time for blusher. So this is the Stop I'm Blushing High Pigment Matte Blush, and this was £8, and I picked this up in the shade FOMO. And they actually came out with 6 blusher shades, and they all look really nice. Ooh, little pink moment going on there. Wow, that is really, really nice. I really like this, and it is going on really, really smooth. It really reminds me of the texture of the H&B Cosmetics blushes, if you've tried that. Definitely would recommend, that is really, really nice. Next up, Highlight. I don't know about that name, you know. All the names have been nice so far. So we've got Stop I'm Blushing, Instant Vacay, Matte Trick, Highlight. This is the, highlighter called Highlight, and it's £10. And I picked up the shade Iced Out. They do come in 4 different shades, but to me, this definitely looked like a shade that I would use the most. It's sort of a champagne-y sort of shade that I think looks really, really nice. Okay. The highlighter is coming through. That is really nice. Is super pigmented, and for £10, to be fair, I think for a good highlighter, £10, like, I would definitely pay that. I'm just gonna get a tiny bit and pop some on the bridge of my nose, on the tip should I say. I would definitely recommend that. I think, yeah, that's fab. I picked up this Oh Hey Brow Micro Precision Pencil. So I would normally use the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, which is why I bought this, because it sounds like it's the same thing. I got shade Super Dark, and this was £8, and it comes in 4 different shades. The only thing I would say straight off the bat with this is that I wish there was a spoolie end. The NYX one has a spoolie end, and I think it works really nicely having the spoolie end, so I would like to see that on here. Wow, this is very fine. The tip of this is very fine, and the pigment is really, really good. For my brows as well, like, I don't spend long on them. I need a product that's just gonna do what I need it to do quickly. This is going on really, really nice. I do need to tidy it up a bit, but I think that this shade, this colour, is actually perfect if you're like me and you have sort of blacky brown hair. It feels kind of crayon-y, the texture of this. Sort of a bit waxy, kind of? I don't know, compared to my NYX one that I feel like is dry, whereas this feels more creamy, sort of waxy feel, if that makes any sense. Overall, I think like this was really... Now I look really stupid. There is a spoolie, guys. There's a spoolie. You just have to look and you'll see it on the end. I was just about to say, overall, I think it's really good, but it could do with a spoolie to make it great, and there we go. It is mascara time. I love mascara, so I'm actually really excited about this. So this is the Real Thick Lash Mega Volume Mascara, and this is what this looks like. So I actually like this packaging. Most of these products that are in a tube have the Missguided sort of logo on the end of them, which I think is really nice. So this mascara was £10 and it is just in the shade black. It only comes in the shade black, and this is what the wand looks like. So I picked this up because I thought it looked like the wand on my old, I think it's Maybelline Colossal Lashes, maybe, that was really thick like this, and that was a really good mascara, so that's why I picked this one. There is another one with a thinner wand, but I thought I would try out this one. I am impressed with this. This is, after one coat, it is really good. I'm just gonna do a little bit more. Guys, I am very impressed. This mascara, honestly, is unreal. I will be using this every day. I would definitely 100,000, 10 billion, gazillion, trillion % recommend this mascara. I think it is amazing. I literally did 2 coats on each eye and my eyelashes look amazing. I think, yeah, it's my new favourite mascara. Would definitely recommend you try this one. So next up is lip liner, and this is the Pickup Line Wood Lip Liner, and this is £6 and it actually comes in 10 different shades. So this is what this looks like. So it's a really nice sort of nude pink colour. Okay, this colour is not what I was expecting, so I'll just show you the end of the lip liner. So that's the colour that it should be, and that's the colour that it is. So this is really not the colour I was expecting. It's much more of a coral pale pink, whereas the end of this and the colour that's on the website is like a more natural nude pink. So I'd say be careful if you get this shade. So this is the shade Happy Hour, and it really doesn't look like what it looks like on the website. I'll put a picture. Yeah, obviously still gonna try it anyway. This is very fluorescent and definitely not what I was going for at all, but it is very pigmented and very creamy. I feel like that's always the difficulty when you're buying stuff online. So the lipstick that I picked up is this Gimme Lip Matte Lipstick. This packaging is really nice, and this was £8.50 and I got the shade Whole Mood. Now this, again, is a lot lighter than what is shown online. Okay, there's a few things massively wrong here. This is all just sort of congealing into any dryness that's on my lips. I know my lips are quite dry because it's winter, but I've never had this happen before. It's kind of gross as well. It's like congealing into my lips. Like it's not a nice formula for me, and this is meant to be a matte lipstick. I didn't have any lip balm on my lips before, and as you can see, it's definitely not matte. It feels like a cream, like a really thick cream that, yeah, it is just like separating on my lips. It doesn't feel nice at all. I don't personally like this. I wouldn't recommend buying this. That's the first thing that I'm like definite no, I wouldn't. So the final product, and I think you could say the most exciting product of the video, it's the Freckle Pen. Sorry, I just can't get over these lips. Normally when I do freckles, I just use my eyebrow pencil and that sort of works for me, but I think having an actual freckle pen is a very good idea. And this was £8 and it just comes in one shade and it's called Frex Appeal. Frex Appeal. Oh, like Sex Appeal. Took me a little minute or two to get it. So this is what this looks like. It says on the site, Frex Appeal Freckle Pen creates realistic, natural looking freckles. Apply with full control by dotting Frex Appeal pen across the nose and cheeks. Set with powder or blend with your fingertips. So I'm just going to dot this where I actually normally get freckles. Which is normally like down the bridge of my nose. So this is quite a dark brown, I have to say. The freckles I normally get do tend to be a little bit lighter than this. If you press hard, you get obviously like bigger, darker freckles. If you do it a bit lighter, it definitely is more natural. It obviously is really easy to use. The ones I've done on my nose are definitely going to need to be made a bit lighter with the powder over the top. So that's what it looks like without any powder on the top. I think it does look nice, but I do definitely think for me, I prefer this to look a bit lighter. I would like the pen to be a little bit lighter, to be quite honest with you. I think this is more like the colour of my moles than my freckles. I'm going to dust some of the Missguided translucent powder. I'm just going to press it over the top. It does say you can put translucent powder over the top. To be honest, I don't really like what that's doing because now I've done this last, I'm going to have to put powder over like all the highlight and blush that I've just done, which I obviously don't want to do. I'm actually going to use my fingers on my nose just to blend this in a bit and see if that looks any better. So I actually wouldn't do that either, because blending it in with your finger is taking all the foundation off my nose. So I think the best thing to do with this would be to apply the freckles straight after you've done concealer and foundation, and then put the freckles on, then set the concealer and the freckles together, and then build your other products like your blusher and highlight and stuff on top of those. But I actually do think that is really cute. I do really like the way that this looks. Let's go back to this powder for a second, because I know I said if I was still matte at the end of the video, then I would say the powder is a thumbs up, but I don't know if you can see, like here, especially I feel like around my nose, I did sort of just get rid of a bit of that, but on my chin especially, I am not matte anymore. It's so obvious on my forehead, like it's looking pretty greased up to me. So I would not recommend that translucent powder. I think there's way better powders out there, to be quite honest. I normally use the Coty Airspun Loose Face Pounder, and that's a tenner as well, and you get absolutely loads, and it does mattify your face all day. The L'Oreal True Match is also a great powder and a great setting powder, so yeah, I would not recommend that because I don't think it really does what it says it's going to do, which is, you know, mattify your face for more than 10 minutes. And yeah, I think there's better options than that out there. I'm gonna have to take this lipstick off. Like, I'm just gonna have to. So overall, I think that the collection is really solid. I think there are some things in there that I would definitely recommend. I think, you know, the mascara, unreal. I really love this. I also think the blusher was perfect. I love the blusher, I love the formula, I love the pigment, I love the colour, it was great. Foundation and concealer. So I do really like the way this looks. I really like the natural finish. I like how they work together. They blend in really well together. So I would say, yes, buy this. It's really nice. It'll do you really good in summer. If you like a glowy look, this is for you. They're definitely worth the money. Don't know why I'm throwing them around everywhere, but yeah, these two things I really liked and I would definitely recommend. The brow pencil, really like the brow pencil, really like the shade, like that it had a spoolie on the end. Don't think the price is bad at all for this. It'll be interesting to see how long this lasts. I know my NYX Micro Brow Pencil lasts me, maybe about 2 months, so actually quite a while. So yeah, be interesting to see how long this lasts because those two together are pretty similar. So if this lasts longer, I would definitely get this one again instead. And then the highlight, I would definitely recommend that too. I think it's really, really, really nice. It's really pigmented and affordable. And then I guess the final thing that I absolutely loved was the Freckle Pen. I think it is really nice. Things that I definitely do not think are game changers. I don't know whether they're necessarily worth the money or whether they're sort of as good as similarly priced products on the market. I would say contour stick, no. Really do not like this. I thought it was really dry. It was dragging my face. Yeah, I did not like the consistency. I did not like how it went on, so I would not be recommending that. Again, this mattifying powder doesn't really do what it says it's going to do because it only mattified me for 10 minutes and then I was really shiny. So for me, that does not do the trick. I think there's better ones out there. And then bronzer. You know, the bronzer was alright. I wouldn't say don't get it. Like, if you want to try it, but it wasn't like a game changer for me like the other products. On to lip liner and lipstick. I think we all know how I feel about this lipstick. It just congealed in my lips and made me look like I hadn't had a sip of water for 10 years, which is not the look that I'm ever going to be going for, and I'm sure you're not going to be. That congeal, ugh, not for me. Lip liner. Really nice consistency, really creamy and smooth. It felt really nice going on, but yeah, just watch the shades because it was not the same as the colour online. A few things that I didn't pick up, so I didn't manage to get the primer or the setting spray or the eyeshadow pots. And then they also do a matte liquid lipstick, I believe, so that might be worth trying actually instead of the normal lipstick. Let me know what you thought of these products and if you buy them and if you have any tips and tricks on how to make them work better, or you know, if something didn't work for me and it's working for you, let me know how you found it. Please do subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this video and give it a like and a comment. It means the world to me. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next week.